Good morning, student. Today in class 6 geography, I will continue from where I ended in my last video. That today I will start lower course or old stage. That is, we are discussing about the stages of river. Okay, there are three stages already we discussed: the upper course, the middle course, and the lower course. So we discussed about the upper course and the middle course. Lower course is left. This diagram I have asked you to draw. I hope all of you have drawn this diagram. So today we will start with the lower course of the river. This is the point where the river is nearing its mouth or the end, and it generally meets the sea. So this is the time lower stage, or as it is called the old stage, the point where the river ends its journey. And generally river ends its journey either by meeting a sea or a lake. Okay, so in this way, this is the point where the river is nearing its mouth. So this place where the river meets the sea, that is called the mouth of the river or the end, and it generally meets the sea. The land is flat, the flow of river is slow, and the work is that of deposition. So in this lower course or the old stage, in this part, the land is flat, that is very gentle. Okay, flat. And in a flat land you will find that it is very difficult for the water to flow. The water becomes stagnant, so the flow of river is slow, it is very slow. And when the river water do not flow, it becomes stagnant. Then the sediments, the soil particles and the rock particles that are carried by the river starts getting deposited. Okay, so the over here we will see that the work is that of deposition. Did you understand? First, the land is flat. Because of the flat land, the flow of the river becomes very slow. When the flow of the river becomes slow, deposition takes place. So there is a time where maximum deposition takes place. A typical landform at this stage is the delta, which is a triangular piece of land in the shape of a fan that is formed at the mouth by the deposition of the sediments. So because of this deposition that takes place near the mouth of the river, a triangular piece of land form is created, which is known as delta. Okay, delta is a triangular piece of land in the shape of a fan. You must have seen hand fan. Okay, it is in the shape of a triangle that is formed at the mouth, and the reason is deposition of the sediment. Example, for example, Ganga Brahmaputra delta. Okay, the Ganga and Brahmaputra river forms a delta. It is very fertile. These delta lands are very fertile. Often the river splits into many distributaries as deposits block the main channel, forcing the river to find different paths. Another feature in the delta region is that because of this deposition, the land, the level of the land is raised. Okay, the level of the land is raised, and because of that, the flow of the river water is blocked. When the flow of the river water is blocked, then the river breaks in various branches. Okay, so when it breaks into various branches to for the flow of the river water, so that those branches are called distributaries. Those branches are called distributaries. So often the river is split into many distributaries as deposits block the main channel, forcing the river to find different paths. The river Padma, which is in Bangladesh, is a distributary of the Ganga. Somebody have asked that uh, uh, example of distributary of Ganga. So you can take from here Padma. Padma river, uh, actually river Ganga is known as river Padma in Bangladesh. Okay, so Padma, which is in Bangladesh, is a distributary of Ganga. Then estuaries. Okay, estuaries are funnel shaped opening at the mouth of the river as it meets the sea. So estuaries also form near the mouth of the river, okay, where the river meets the sea, and it is funnel shaped. They have both marine influence, that is influence of the sea, because it is the place where the river meets the sea. So the sea influence, marine influence, such as tides. Tides are the high waves, okay, tides, high tides and low tides. So in the at the mouth of the river near the estuaries, you can see the influence of tides or waves, and the inflow of saline water, salty water, okay, over there. So these are the influence that can be seen in the estuaries, and these are because of marine influence like tides, waves, or inflow of saline water. Then riverine influence also can be seen because it is a part of rivers, such as the flow of fresh water and sediments in the estuaries. Generally, estuaries that are deep make good harbors. So these estuaries are very good harbors if they are deep, because then only a big ship can enter. Okay, so estuaries are good harbors. Estuaries are also good fishing grounds. Okay, wherever estuaries are there, good fishing grounds are there. And for example, estuaries of river Narmada and Tapti. Okay, these are example of estuary in India: Narmada, river Narmada, and river Tapti. Okay, then we go to the second part, that is the rivers are useful in multiple ways. So first is irrigation. It provides water for irrigation facility, agriculture. Okay, so and then transportation as a means of transport for carrying uh, goods from one place to another, and also people. You must have seen boats, ship in the river. Then hydroelectric power generation, wherever dams are built, then with the help of that dam, turbines are there. So hydro electricity is generated. Then water sports and tourism in river rafting or anything. Tourism is such places where people like to visit because of the holiness of that river, like Haridwar or Rishikesh. Okay, that is on the bank of river Ganga. So tourism, food. It provides fish. Okay, plenty of fish. Plus, the water is also used for irrigating the land, so for in agriculture also it is very helpful. Agent in the water cycle: evaporation, condensation, formation of cloud, okay, and then precipitation, rainfall. Okay, so agent in the water cycle. Affects climate and ecology. Okay, if water is not there, if river is not there, then that land will turn into a barren land. Okay, so it affects the climate as well as ecology. And wherever water is there, you will find plenty of life over there: bird, fish. Okay, plenty of fish is there in the river, so fish attract birds. Okay, and birds attract different animals. So in this way, ecology is formed over there. Various plant kingdom also also develop over there. Then source of water for all uses. We are dependent on water for various uses. And agriculture, as I said, irrigation, agriculture. So these are multiple use of river. So river are useful in multiple ways. Okay, then this diagram, you can see some important rivers are there in the world. Okay, like Rhine, Mississippi, Rio Grande, Amazon, Parna, Niger, Nile, Congo, Indus, Ganges, Tigris, then Mekong, okay, Yangtze. So these are some important rivers. Then over here you can see Missouri, Yukon, Mackenzie, Danube, Volga, Ob, Yenisei, Lena, Amur, Huang. Okay, so these are then Murray and Darling River. So plenty of rivers, important rivers throughout the world. I will discuss about this river in my next video, and then I will continue. Okay, till then, you read the lesson and write the inside questions. Okay, bye. Thank you.